I got an interview. Now what? The next step in the job search process may be the most stressful part yet, but having a good idea of what to expect and being prepared will ease your butterflies and help you be a great success in your interview. This short presentation will cover how to make a positive first impression on your potential employer from start to finish of the interview process. Before you go, do your research. One of the best ways to demonstrate enthusiasm for a job is to research both the company and the position for which you are being interviewed. Before arriving to the interview, you should know what the company does, how large it is, recent changes it has undergone, and what role you could play in its organization. A large majority of this information can be found on the company website. Also, if time allows, do a drive-by of the business so that you are familiar with where they are located so that you are not looking for them the day of the interview. You do not want to create a negative first impression by being late because you failed to do your research. Before you go, practice potential interview questions. You will want to practice talking about yourself in a positive manner. Here we have provided for you potential interview questions so you can begin practicing your responses. Remember, you do not want to sound like you rehearsed your answers, but having a good idea in mind of what you would like to share about yourself will help ease some of the stress associated with interviewing. When responding, focus on subjects related to the job. If asked to describe yourself, talk about your professional characteristics and background, not your personal life. Whatever the question, be ready to accentuate the positive. The interviewer might ask for a weakness. Choose one that does not affect your ability to do the job. Rather, describe a shortcoming that you are working to overcome. Also, remember never to criticize a previous employer or coworker. This will not reflect positively on you. Before you go, you should dress for success. Clothes should be clean, well-fitting, and wrinkle-free. Avoid last-minute clothing disasters by trying on your suit a few days before your interview. This list outlines appropriate interview attire for women and men. Don't fret if you cannot afford to go out and buy a fancy new suit. Second-hand stores and consignment shops may be one option, or asking a friend or family member to borrow theirs could be another. Before you go, print copies of your resume, cover letter, and references to take to the interview. Bring with you a notepad and pen so that you can write down names of interviewers for thank you letters and questions that arise during the interview. Also, bring along your portfolio if relevant to the position. Your appearance is the first thing the interview committee is going to notice about you. On the day of the interview, give yourself plenty of time to get ready for and travel to the interview. Plan to arrive 10 to 15 minutes early. The interview begins the moment you arrive. Everyone you meet, from the receptionist to the hiring manager, will form an impression of you. Most people are nervous when interviewing, but remember, you have been asked to interview for the job because the employer believes you might be the right fit for the position. The interview is your opportunity to confirm that belief and establish rapport. Remember to always be aware of your body language. Smile, especially when you first meet the interviewer. Lead with a confident handshake and make eye contact. Eye contact is actually considered a form of communication and lets the person know you are listening and engaged when they are talking. Maintain good posture. This also lets the individual know that you are alert, focused, and interested in what is going on. Avoid negative body language. In other words, do not cross your arms over your chest, clench your jaw, slouch in your chair, or gaze aimlessly about the room. Answer questions with an appropriate balance of confidence and modesty, and remember to be honest. Also, it is okay to be quiet for a minute before you answer a question. It will help you gather your thoughts and ideas and give the interviewer a good answer. Before you go, make a list of questions that you want to ask the interviewer. But it is recommended to delay talking about salary. Provided on this slide are 3 questions that could be asked at the end of the interview. Writing a thank you letter after a job interview is not a choice. It's a must. Most job seekers write a thank you letter that reinforces their fit with the position and employer, but there may be times when you feel you need to add a key element you forgot to mention in the interview, to reinforce a question that arose about your qualifications, or to attempt damage control over an interview gone bad. The thank you letter should be sent 24 to 48 hours after the interview and can be in the form of a card or email. Remember to address the thank you letter with the correct spelling and title of the interviewer, as well as the proper spelling of the organization. For more information on interviews or to set up a mock interview, please contact the Workforce Department at 386 312 4259. Thanks for watching and good luck.